The meeting between US Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang lasted about an hour and a half. It took place in Laos, on the sidelines of the annual regional forum of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. According to the US State Department, Blinken and Wang did not reach any significant agreements. At the same time, Washington said it would prepare a new package of sanctions if Beijing does not refuse to support the Russian military-industrial complex by Chinese companies.
I will note that we have already imposed over 300 sanctions and export controls on Chinese entities for their support to Russia for the war against Ukraine. We will not hesitate to impose additional measures as necessary. And it's important to remember that this is not just an issue that concerns the United States, and it's certainly not an issue that just impacts the United States. It's a threat to European security. And so we have also been in conversations with our European partners about what actions they might take. And
Antony Blinken and Wang Yi also discussed China's recent agreement with the Philippines on shipping in the South China Sea. At a meeting with ASEAN Organization Foreign Ministers, Antony Blinken called the Southeast Asian countries to work together to address concerns, including what he called Beijing's escalatory and illegal actions.
We strongly oppose the PRC's efforts to unilaterally change the status quo by force in the East China Sea, in the South China Sea, around Taiwan.
On July 28, Antony Blinken went to Japan. There, together with Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, he held security talks with Japanese Foreign Minister Yoko Kamikawa and Japanese Defense Minister Minoru Kihara. Following the meeting, the head of the Pentagon announced that a new headquarters for the joint forces under US command would be created in Japan. The structure would be given operational command functions for 54,000 servicemen.
The United States will upgrade the U.S. Forces Japan to a joint force headquarters with expanded missions and operational responsibilities. Now, this will be the most significant change to U.S. Forces Japan since its creation. The PRC, Russia, and North Korea continue to threaten global security with their increasing emphasis on nuclear capabilities. So our extended deterrence relationship is more important than ever.
We affirm that China's attitude towards the outside world and their military actions are serious concerns for the region and for the entire international community. We also share concerns on Russia and China's strategic military cooperation.
The US and the European Union have repeatedly accused China of supplying Russia with dual-use goods and equipment that could be used in weapons production. Kiev's allies have imposed sanctions on dozens of Hong Kong and mainland Chinese companies for helping Russia evade sanctions. Reported by Kristina Dombrovska, Pavlo Steinmach, UATV News.